the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting on that one being bigger.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jones. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
26-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Boston on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. First carry. And he
he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
8-yard pickup.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they respond. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's Jones on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down now, it's Hines. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
Wilson. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jones now on 1st and 10. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And he's going to go down again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they hand off to Coleman, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. Wilson. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
Get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 16, Wilson, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Wilson sacked.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
14.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they'll begin by running the option. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Ben Banagoo able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
The ball carrier.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On the keeper, it's Jones. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ben Banagoo picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Makes the score Ravens 17.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is born. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Wilson. Got the connection here to Bourne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Now it's Hines. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
4 yards.
As they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
1st down, Steelers.
From the now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Wilson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. On 3rd down, Hines.
Hines. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had to
They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished.